Hey, how's it going? We're back on a Saturday. Oh, what's over there? I thought I had, There we go. That's better. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you've had a good week. My week was busy, but you know what? We got a lot of stuff done. Make sure my mic is working here. Yeah, okay, good. We can be heard today. We're coming back to our map here. Last time we played around more with the automation. We were working on the commands. Let's see. In fact, let's turn the mic down just a bit. Might be a little... In fact, we'll move it away just a bit too. There we go. We'll see what's going on there. I will turn on the command, or turn off the commands here for just a minute. Where's that at? Commands. Okay. Commands should still work. I've got them on, but we're just hiding them for now. So, let's see. We're this time going to use all those underground wind tunnels that we set up. Are we still using power? Yeah. Well, hopefully the wind kicks back in and raises them all back up. But I want to look at a couple of the things that we still need to get. For instance, it looks like we're almost done with the Fountain of Joy. That's good. In fact, in about 21 more metal blocks, we'll be done with that. Do we have our mud pits somewhere? Do I have mud pits? Does not appear that I have a mud pit. Unless I'm just mistaken somewhere. Which is highly possible. Well, let's do maybe one here. That's fine. Did I put one maybe down here? No, but I do have the dance hall and the agora, so I don't need to worry about those. Decorations are all good. Monuments, I still need... I could actually get this. In fact, you know what? We'll just unlock this right up front. Question is, where do I want to put it? I can put it underground. So I believe that will... affect... Nope, it doesn't affect everything above it. I thought it affected everything above it. Let's just do that for a second. Yeah, it does. The absolute worst place to probably put that. But, oh, you know what? Could we put it up here? Oh, we could totally put it up here. Let's do that. We'll make its own path. We will say it's the least needed, I guess. And that should do it for that. I am wondering, though, can I take some of this water and we make a little, like, lake area over here? Maybe a 3x3? Let's see, one. So this has to go, what, something like 3. There we go. And then there's that. Oh, look, Fountain's in. That's why all of the well-being just suddenly shot up. There we go. We are going to need... You know what? I might just put in some backups up here, like fluid dumps, so that we don't lose all these trees all the time. Let's put you there. And you can go there. And then those will keep it filled, but we'll put in a water sensor maybe. Fireworks launcher, contamination, depth sensor. That's what we want. Depth sensor. Can I put one? Yeah. Put you there. Put you there. And then we'll just turn those off and on when we need them. I think we're going to do something similar here, weren't we? Hold on. I don't want any beavers getting blown up. Seems like a bad idea. That is... There we go. Oh, hold on, hold on. I almost flooded the whole thing. Let's go ahead. Put in platforms so they can get connected back over here. Oh, did I make a hole? Gosh, dang it. Gosh, dang it. We'll do this. And then grab those. Ah, well. For just a second, we will put a stopper on the end. See if we can get that taken care of, so we're not wasting all our water down below. How are we doing over here? This is full. That's filling up. This is filling up. Means this should be filling up. Hey, how's it going, guys? Kudith, Orion, Death. Good to see everybody. I'm causing more issues than I'm solving. Hydrates, posture checks. Got all that in. Depth sensor. Why don't we call this medium area water sensor? There we go. And we want it to be, if it is greater than... No, if it is less than this, it's on, which means I automate it here. Situation normal. That's what you want to hear. That is what you wanted to hear. We're, well, oh, I got an... Oh, I suppose I have to let them finish that one first. So this one is on. Right? So that'll turn off if it gets over 65. Okay. We're good there. Flooded building. Let me guess. It's down here? Oh, crud. Have they made this? Okay. Well, at least it's only flooded temporarily right now. It do be... Yep. That do be it. I unfortunately did not get to play my D&D this weekend. But you know what? It happens. One of the guys... Well, two of the guys had emergencies going on. So, you know, you can't hold that against people. Life happens. Originally, we were going to try for Saturday, but that wasn't going to work out for people either, so... No, that's a contamination sensor. Depth sensor. There we go. It is really a shame. I was looking forward to the campaign. Been figuring a great many things out for it. By the way, theoretically, I turned the API back on, so the commands from last week should theoretically work. In case anybody wants to explode something. I'll put you here. And how are we doing? Right now we just kind of need trees, I think. And I'm hoping this whole area becomes green. Oh, I saw a boom. Did the boom work? It's hard to tell. Flight distance. Let's make it fly a little bit farther. Maybe I'll be able to see it more. Aha! Yes, they are still working. Theoretically, there should be a whole bunch of those around the colony now, but maybe I need even more. Have they... Are they out of... Alright, this is like the lowest priority, and they're just working on that. I feel like I need more fireworks around the colony so that we are always sure of when a boom happens. There we go. There we go. One over here by the new mud pit. Maybe one here. We'll put one by the sign. There, and there, there. Over here. There we go. Posture check. Oh, okay. We're starting off pretty good. That is for sure. These, I have a feeling, will be constantly running. Also, maybe I should make some more power just to make sure we have enough power for everything. Because I want to add some more buildings here. Well, looks like we need some more anyway, doesn't it? Beehives. I could set up beehives, couldn't I? You know what? Let's set those up real quick. What's the area on a beehive? Drought. It is 7 by 7. Oh, that would work right there. Yes. So, take you out of there. No. Where would another good one be? Got a couple of carrots going in there. I don't want it overlapping with the roads. So we'll do that one. That goes. That one can go there. That one can go there. I don't know if that works on Spatterduck. For some reason, I think it used to, but I don't think it does anymore. That one. Oh, for the love. It's just pointed in a weird direction. Okay. Grab another one. Nope. Unconnected building. Alright then. You go there. Unconnected building. Well, fine then. We'll put you... Probably not under the wire. That seems unsafe. Unconnected building. No. There we go. There we go. Unconnected building. There we go. Where's the last one? There we go. Flooded building? What building is flooded? How is that building flooded? Where's that water coming from? Not pouring over the top here. The platform it to test that. Oh dear. The river. Did the river overflow? No. Is the water still going up? Nope. I don't know. We'll have to wait till it dries back out, I guess. So that's paused. This can be upper area depth sensor. And you can be that. Fact. Yep, let's set you at 0.65. And upper area depth sensor. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh well. Building lacks goods. Oh, they had to turn those back on. Did they fill this in? Yeah, they must have filled that in. Yep, good. All right. This can come out of there. We'll make this 0.85. That one. This is little lake sensor. And you are connected to light timer, little lake sensor. Okay. There we go. Now we've got another forest. We got some beehives going in, since they're all ran by bots anyway. I guess you can plant some across the road, too. Why not? There we go. We don't have a ton working on that. API light and API gate is on. Okay. Light trail. Hey, there it goes. Well, we're going to be out of everything for quite a while. Am I just out of planks? I am out of planks. Ah, I saw the fireworks go off that time. Let's get these prioritized by haulers. That's all off. This is good. We have water. Plenty of water. We have bad water. Maybe I should come over and blow this up. Get a little more room for trees. Actually, get rid of that. Do the 3s here. There we go. Okay. So far, so good. Some extra trees there. It's only this. Is it still underwater? I mean, it's not a big deal. I've obviously got another mine up and running. It's just weird. I'm not sure where that water came from. Ooh, another hydrate. There we go. Let's check the beehives here. Beehive. Looking good. Hey, another round of trees. Good. Hopefully that'll keep the lumber going. There's a drought. What is it, a 15-day? Oh, that's not even anything to worry about. Should I feel like I should automate the farms so that if they have enough of what they have, it turns them off. Seems like a good plan, doesn't it? While we wait for stuff to come in. Also, you do that. What am I gonna need? Carrots, sunflower seeds. Let's get a couple of them for that. This is for carrot. There we go. That can be for the sunflower seed. Oh, I might have to do some relays to see if they'll actually work. Sunflower seed and a potato. Oh, I should do one for that. Medicine, is that what that's called? Antidote? Antidote. There we go. Resource. This is going to be carrot. Carota. Carrots. There we go. I'm just calling those. Oh. Carrot counter. There we go. This is sunflower counter. Here's our potato counter. And antidote counter. There we go. Where's Timberbot 37? Oh, he is planting stuff. Okay. That's fine. Wood. There we go. We're making some fast adjustments here. That. I think I'm going to add some area over here just so I can justify putting some trees over here too. Although they might have to be pine trees. Do I really need that anymore? I don't feel like I do. I feel like I could get another one of these and be good enough. What is that? Scrap metal. I don't need that anymore. Wood. Forester. There we go. We're just kind of tossing in foresters wherever we can fit them in. Gonna need as many trees as possible. Empty that. You know what? I'm just going to take them down. They can pick them all up later. That can be water up there. Back to these two can be water up there. We don't need any of that. Connect you across here. Okay. It does not want to let me copy these very much tonight. That one goes there. Now if we only had some kind of tree growth one. What are you? Your logs. You know what? Let's change you to dirt. Change you to logs. That's good. Chestnut. Pine. Gonna need that eventually. Fill the map with trees. Kind of what I'm going for. There's some dead spots right here in the middle. Do I not have any... I have harvesters. I don't know why that's a regular beaver, though. Don't feel like it should be. Is that the only harvester in this... or lumberjack in this area? Well, let's... No, you're another one. Get another Timberbot. Okay. Yeah, that's draining our storage for sure. Scrap metal, metal blocks. How are we doing scrap metal-wise? This, we seem okay with. If nothing else, we can turn that on and off as we need it. This, we're definitely going to need. Can I get a small pile? treated planks coming in, priority. That way they don't have to constantly go and get them. And then what is this? What was this? Bad water amount. Bad water amount. Okay, it's greater than force, which that's not quite what we want. So let's do a different bad water across the way here. Bad water. Do bad water counter. There we go. And if it's over 90%, it should be off. Right now it's at 80. Bad water is greater than 90%. Nope, it's less than 90%. It's on. Otherwise, let these bots go do something else. We'll say it's very important, prioritized by haulers, but you are bad water counter. There we go. Gets us a couple of extra ones. Got any maple? I do have maple down here. How is my maple? I don't need that. How is my maple syrup looking? Not great. Not great at all. But these are chestnut trees. I'm not cutting those down, am I? Nope. I have chestnuts there. I got... These can all be set to cut. I got pine here. Are you out of range? Yeah, I guess you're out of range. You're out of range too, huh? Okay. There's maple. Wonder where a good place to put some more maple would be. Guess we could dynamite this down. Would not be terribly difficult. And look at putting some trees over here. Makes sense, right? Hopefully. Okay, so this is on, so I feel this should be... Oh, height when on is 85. Height when off... No. When it's off... These sensors, these fill valves are weird. Okay, so that should fill it back up. And it hits 85. When it's off... When it's off, I feel it should be 85. When it's on... I feel like it should also be 85. So what's the point of having the fill valve? Other than the water can't go backwards, I guess. I don't think I'm going to need any of these. So let's start taking out those. Nothing to do in range, huh? Cut trees. Sorry, I forgot to tell you to cut the trees. There we go. Blooded building is still that. Direction lacks materials. Okay, well, they got to gather some... What the... Regular beavers? What are regular beavers doing in there? Get out of there. Get out of there. We'll have to crank the bots up again. 124. No, maybe not. We've got a couple of extra floating around. This, I don't feel like I need anymore. Oh, dynamite here is done. Really wish there was a way to just replace the stairs. Beaver is injured. How are beavers getting injured? Most of these buildings should be ran by bots. What is not being ran by bots? Those can grow there. Bots, more bots. Logs. Alright, well, high score of 56 is not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Uh-oh, no spare power. So, I need more wind from the windy tunnel here. We can't put one there. Sure why it lets me put one there, but okay. Do. Super underground wind power. You. Are these not connected? No. Well, that might be part of the issue. Do. Makes sense, I guess. Ooh, they should be able to build most of these from the outside. There you go. There you go. Can we get some focus on maybe these ones that are already built? Okay. Did you build our counters up here? Carrots, yes. Now I need farm relays. Relay. We'll do farm relays right here. If... Or... Too bad you can only do 2. I guess you have to do... This is... Farm relay 1. And... This is... Carrot. Or this. We do farm relay 2. 2. So if either of those are on, it'll be on. If you are on or potato counter is on, then you should be on. Oh. And then you're going to be automated by Farm Relay 2. Oh, I forgot wheat. You know what? We're going to have to do wheat. Did I get a wheat counter? No, I didn't get a wheat counter. Nope. That's important, isn't it? Wheat. So yours, carrots and sunflowers, you're going to be wheat. Counter, there we go. We're getting things, right? Farm relay 2. Did I choose wheat counter already? Wheat counter. There we go. And this is an OR. This is an OR. And Farm Relay 3 is if Farm Relay 1 or Farm Relay 2 is on. Then this will be on. This is how I found out Timberborn hit 1.0. Yeah. It's been fun. Have you had a chance to play around with all of the stuff yet? Or are you just now finding out? The automation is pretty cool. First of all, let's not automate you for a second. Do. There we go. No, I played like a year and a half ago. Ah, yeah, there's been a couple of updates. The automation was the last one that they had right before they went to the 1.0. You should. Pick a good map and let me know which one you're playing. There's a bunch of really good ones out there. Why are you... Dirt counter. Logs. Oh, the dirt is full. I just forgot I changed the thing. These are full. It even has... Well, I've made chat integration work on both Twitch and YouTube. I'll turn on the commands real quick. Do. Where did I put that? Oh. Yep, that's one of them. Exclamation boom, and it sends out a firework. There's a couple of other ones. There's a sound. There's a gate. I think you can just mess with the gate that I put down there. There's a light. Well, feel free to play around. What do we got here? We have not even a quarter of the way up. That's all right. Do I need this path anymore? I don't believe I do. I'm going to leave this one just in case. Because the minute I take it out will be the minute it ruins everything not having it. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. And now, when the water comes back, hopefully, I am kind of wondering if I should reverse waterfall some water back into this. It seems to be helping this area. Do. We got that. We got that. So Farm Relay 3 is the one we want to automate by. Farm Relay 3. Farm Relay 3. Farm Relay 3. Did I miss any? I don't think I did. Must be full on metal blocks at the moment. Yep. Make dynamite. How much dynamite do I have? My dynamite seems fairly full. Although I don't have a spare storage for it, so I might toss one of those down here. Dynamite? Yeah, I don't... Regulates downstream water level. What does the other one do? Just out of curiosity. If I... Yeah, let's just put it here for a second. 500? Yeah, I got 500. So... if I limit that, or I connect that to... let's just connect it to that. Flow limit, but it doesn't let me set a speed. But why would you want to limit your flow rate? It doesn't affect the beavers in any way. And the only thing that would happen would be... you basically make yourself have less power. Which seems weird. Ooh, how is... okay, things are getting in. What do you have power-wise? Meh. Not great, but not terrible. Food-wise... we're just low on potatoes. Okay. Maybe I should take some of this out, because... we seem to need a bunch more potatoes. Let's do that. How's potatoes over here? You have plenty of potatoes there, if somebody would come and pick them up. To control a reservoir. Control a reservoir. Give me a use case, because I can't... something's still not clicking there for me. Like, why would you want your... I want to switch what's on these panels here. I would also love like a weather control switch or something like that. Slowly drain those or during a drought to keep the area... river area. Couldn't you just get one of the height ones and say I have it always at this height? Holy cow, that's a lot of catalyst. Maybe I ought to turn off the catalyst factory. Do I have a biofuel one? I do not. Biofuel and catalyst. Biofuel. Catalyst. Biofuel counter. Counter. Catalyst. Close enough. Let's see. All of that out of there. Those aren't going to grow. We're not going to set them up to grow. There we go. What are you doing? Man, not terrible. Some instances that could drain it too fast. Maybe, but I mean, if you don't pull enough water out of it fast enough, it would go dry. Okay, so why does it think I have... Potatoes, why are you on? And nobody else is. You're at 76%. I guess you are low. But nobody is picking you up. Especially not from here. There it goes. They can get some more potatoes now. Alright. Those are good. Yeah, I do think I need to get the mod to check within a certain area if... like, resources are available, so these guys just aren't sitting on their butt. But I guess it's not hurting them, right? How's my logs doing? Kinda meh. Well, if I were going to do a reverse waterfall, how would I want to do that? Because I could, if I could get power over here. Getting power over here ought to be fun, because nothing on that side of the map is powered. Nothing at all. Alright, what are my builders building? Okay, they're working on some dynamite. That's fine. Those four are off. I can change you. Okay, good. Biofuel. Nope, you're the catalyst counter. Catalyst counter. Which makes you biofall counter. No, you're catalyst too. Biofuel. Double catalyst, huh? Okay, well, whatever. Biofuel. There we go. Bought in you. I could do 2 more over here. We'll do 1 gear, 1 plank, connect them in. Specific use for it, just thinking some reason someone would, instead of the sluice. I think overall the sluice was just kind of better, but, you know, it's alright. I feel like I've used a lot of the land that I can use. Well, I guess I could put some over here. Oh. So busy and forgot about the stream. Ah, that's all right. I'm just glad you're here. Well, like I said, I'm glad you're here. Always glad that someone shows up. Thinking like when you played the volcano map. Yeah, maybe. I could... Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there has a use for it. I just can't think of one. We're moving along pretty well. I'm trying to plant more and more trees because I know I'm going to need them. Also, trying to think of a way to get water back up into here easier. But I haven't came up with much yet. We could build an aqueduct. That sounds kind of fun. Dude. If I were to... Let's grab the metal. This one? If I were to do this... Really hope the new guy working on the flywheels can get it working again. Gravity biters are so ugly and a pain to use. They can be. I definitely am all for the flywheels. Mechanical fluid pump. What do you mean, you know? Why do you not want to go there? Seems like a pretty easy... Let's pause all these until we're for sure what's going on with that. Because I don't know. Oh, Okay, maybe it doesn't. Maybe we don't do that. And instead, we just put it on the ground here. It doesn't want to go on the ground here either. Oh, I bet I know why. Back nozzle. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. We'll dig a small trench here. We will remove a couple of trees here. And they might just have to go the long way around and not use this path anymore. Or maybe we'll go up and over. Who knows? I don't even know how I'm going to get power down here yet. Paper mill. Let's duplicate. Focus. Copy. I have a couple of other paper mills. We just need more logs. We're constantly running low on logs. Underneath, you have a wind farm. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's all green. How is my power overall? Actually pretty good. That might be enough. Yeah, let's do a couple underneath here. One here. One here. Okay, not there. One there. Can I put any of it down here? We'll see what we can get. Oak. As far as the eye can see. Whatever it lets me put oak in. Right up until that. Okay, it's a bit of an odd configuration. Hey, Kudson, how's it going? I guess we could do this area too. Why not? This area might be extra pine. Storage, wood, lumber mill, not lumber mill. Tap shack. Pine, because we're going to need that pine sap. Don't really need that road. Yep. For this. Yep. There we go. All right. Well, they've got a lot to build. But we'll take underground tree farms too, right? Alright, I'm a laptop on 24/7 to build a set of power turbines to power my Ironteeth colony, but the game runs about at 1 day per hour. Ooh. That real time Timberborn. Hey, there we go. Is this all filling back up? It is. Good. Good. Okay, so that's all filled. This is being filled. That's filled. We're good there. Cut trees. Make sure all these are marked. Good enough. Those shouldn't be marked. These should be. Okay. And got trees. Those should be. There we go. Need more potatoes. Depth sensor. There. Okay. We got trees. I don't know why I didn't... Why that's not on. It is now. I feel like antidote counter should be off. To go down to layer 0 and leave the camera pointed at nothing in order to get the speed boost. Oh my. Camera's pointed at something, or if I leave all the layers on, speed is much worse. Oh wow. Yeah. My laptop is super old too, so I don't think I would try and play it on a laptop, but that's just me. Let's... First of all, let's take those out of there. Those don't need to be there. About 1 in-game day per day. So, I know. That happens sometimes. There we go. We could extend this out a little bit. Dip-do. Do-do-do-do. There we go. Make myself a nice bridge for them to come around. There we go. We could even put a couple of decorations down here. Do a light, and a shrub and a shrub. Right, but it's a gaming laptop. See, yeah, I don't have a gaming laptop. I have a laptop that I kind of just put together out of spare parts. Gaming laptop might not be too bad. It would definitely be useful. There we go. Is this thing still underwater? Okay, the water's almost down. Do I have a scrap metal automation? This isn't a gaming laptop, it's a productivity laptop. Ah. Automate. Log counter. Yeah. Automate. Log counter. Get all these on log counters. What's the, is it V? V. Now they should all be on log counter. They are. I know, there's no trees down here, so... Tenth Gen i5 with no graphics card. Yeah, that sounds like a normal work laptop. I think ours are about that. Bot, and a bot. Oh. Bots. Switch them all out to bots if we can. Anything else that I could be switching out? Not particularly. Automate. That log counter back. Okay. Looking good. It is! The map is turned out pretty well. We're trying to squeeze as many areas, I guess you could say, out of it. Try and get some trees for that last push. What do I need? I could do 3s up there and it would be fine. Dad will be bringing my PC from 2014. So figured I could at least reuse a graphics card. The storage might help. You never know. Depends on what you had in 2014. Yeah, Kindred's turned out to be a pretty good map. And definitely not impossible on hard mode. Nothing to do in range. Oh, that's because... That's because there's no trees planted yet. What's my power? Power's looking good. We emptied out the cave underneath, and now we're using it to plant things. Lake's still pretty much intact. I'm going to have to remove this one, because we're going to have to figure out how to get power here, aren't we? Twice. Well, where's my farthest power cable? Here? Well, it's either that, or we take the power down the road here, and then upwards here. Which is entirely possible. We might do that. So that's going to go there. I would like, we can do, remove this tree, and then as it comes out of the ground here, it can go this way. Let's redo our fancy bridge here. No more fancy pants bridges. Well. don't need that. There we go. Ew, I'm gonna have to. You go out. All of that just to make a fancy bridge. It's worth it, though. It's a nice bridge. Power. Come from here. Go right to there. On the underside... I don't think it goes down any farther. Nope, that's the bottom. Then you can come down over here. I want it to come that way. No, I feel it's safer if I go the other way. So that'll go there. This goes all the way around under here up to here. And then we're going to have to dig through the wall over there. Not the end of the world, but it's going to be an interesting power line. Nothing to do in range. Yep, we know. There's nothing to do in range. There's no trees down here, guys. Of course there's not going to be anything in range. What am I low on? Potatoes. Even more potatoes. I want to just make this whole... because we're not using much wheat. Oh. If I start getting bee stings, I'm going to have to move that over. Because I can't count. It happens. You can reach that over there, can't you? Yeah. Alright. That's now going to be all potatoes. Meh. We've got plenty of potatoes here if they would come and take them away. Why do I not have all the potatoes I need? Oh. Potatoes is greater than 90... There we go. There we go. Now all the farms should be off, which means we should have just got back a whole bunch of bots. We did. 19 days for giving a beaver every negative debuff and then it dying. That sounds horrible. Slightly humorous, but horrible. Potatoes can't make up its mind whether it's above or below. For what? For giving one single beaver every debuff in the game and then it dying. Oh, I'm not going to blow that up while he's on there. We confused the poor little beaver there. That was an achievement? That might be one of the hidden achievements. 90, 85. They can't make up their mind whether they want to be on or not on. I don't even know how you would manage that. That's true. It's easier to get than getting 100 plus beavers to be on maximum happiness for 24 hours. Oh, yeah. You could probably do that. I wonder if it's actually everything, or if it is like why would you not go down? If it is have it at this certain number, because if it's at this certain number, you could definitely do it a lot easier with mods. But if not, it would actually be harder to do with mods. Birth a beaver from an advanced pod and get it injured within a day? How do you get the baby beavers injured? That seems terrible. I have so many lights flashing on and off because Potato can't make up its mind whether it's at 82 or 96. Are you okay, Potato Counter? What is going on? Okay. It finally decided that it was... Nope, never mind. From an advanced one. Yeah, they do come out as adults, don't they? Bot is out of fuel. Well, there's plenty of fuel. Go get some fuel, buddy. There might be an issue here. No, there won't be, because this is at a diagonal. I was thinking there'd be an issue where I'm accidentally dumping water into the lower levels, but I don't think that's the case. All right, Kinder. Good to see you. We may wrap up this map tonight. We may not. Depends on how fast things get going. You are 3s. You are 2s. Okay. And then might as well go ahead and put 1s here. There we go. Who's there? Seriously, what are all my builders working on? Oh, all that stuff down below. Right. Maybe we should get some storage down here. Logs. Planks. Maple syrup going out. Logs. We're now coming in. There we go. Power. Uh-oh. There seems to be a wall there. Well. I guess we could do that. Take you out of there. And then instead of coming from there, we go here. And you connect in that way. Again, experienced 2 bad tides in a row. I know we've had that. Quadfecta. Have beaver die while being affected by injury, contamination, hunger, and thirst. Not the bees. Have a beaver be stung by a bee. Castor posthumous as Ironteeth. Have a beaver born after the beaver population. Yep. Wet floor flood. Oh, flood a building. Have a beaver be born from advanced breeding pod and get injured in the same day. Rock bottom. Attempt placing dynamite at the bottom of the map. I think I've done that one. Okay. So, we're out of... Looks like we've got just about everything except dynamite and... Where's gears? Gear counter. This one needs to be plank counter. Elimino plank counter. There we go. How is this doing? It's not moving, but that's okay. What is with potatoes? Potato greater than 90. See, I think it should be this one. It should be off. Less than 90%, it should be off. And now I have 26 bots. I almost feel like I want to make a second level over here. I've got these. Could I use those somehow? 3. If I were to... do something like this, maybe? And then... how far a platform do I need? Could do 6. Oh, that's not tall enough there. Okay, so those things are too tall, but I could just use this, and we do lots of planks. The ones on the end would have to all be facing this way. Power. goes there, that goes there. There we go. And then I don't need any of this. Excuse me. Or this. Storage. Planks for logs. Let's switch that out for a log. Log. Planks going out. Logs coming in. There we go. That's still going to take a while. Oh, all my gear factories just suddenly kicked back on. I took out all of my extra bots. How many bots do I have? I have 134. So maybe I need to crank that counter up just a bit more. 40. Ooh, not that many. 145. There we go. We might have some extras at some times, but that's okay. Power-wise, I have plenty. The batteries are back up. They all connected. Oh, well, these are the last ones that aren't connected in. You've even got some logs here. Oh, that's because they're bringing them down for this. So is it all paper left? Yep. So this can go to the out. Let's switch this to logs going out. There we go. I'm kind of low on bots at the moment. So much stuff that needs made. Are people bringing? Yeah. I just don't have a ton of logs. Okay. I have some logs though. How's my pine resin? Yeah, I gotta get a larger warehouse for my pine resin, because I'm gonna need a ton of it. Yep. There we go. It can go out too. Let's get that made so that we have somewhere to put all that. Do I have a pine resin thing? Don't think I do. Grab you. Pine resin. Pine resin. Pine resin counter. Have. What are these guys working on? Kind of want to... Oh, well, they're going to work on that for a minute. And then what are they working on? That's alright. We can pick all the pine resin off of these trees. It's a regular beaver working there. Get all the pine resin off of those. Get the pine resin that's starting to come off of those. And if we fill up this warehouse, that should be close to enough. Hopefully. Yay! Fireworks! Good stuff. How is our maple? Chestnuts aren't doing too bad. They're mostly full. Yeah, treated planks, so those are turned to back off. What is it? Smelters are back off. Do I? Maybe I should just start going through and unlocking things to see if I still need any science at all. Yay! More boom. There's a 1K. There's a 2K. Can I just click on them and... Nope. Storage is good. Yep. Alright, we'll get all the other houses. Why not? Water. We'll get the dome that we'll never use. Nope, nope, nope. The clutch that don't really know a use case for, but that's okay. Automation. Science points. Detonator. Decorations. Weather vane. Be kind of cool if weather vane gave you like a heads up on what was coming for the next like season. Okay, so I still have 50k left, so I don't need any of these. We'll just pause them. Clutch can separate. Is there also a toucan? I don't think there's a toucan. Clutch can separate parts of the power network, like turning off all amusement buildings outside of work hours. Yeah, but couldn't I just automate that? Like, let's see, detonator timer, weather station, chronometer. You just set one of those up and have them turn off outside of working hours. That would need 6 to 12. That would need 6 to 12. Wait. No, that would just need 1, wouldn't it? Let's set up a chronometer. I don't know exactly how that one works, so it's a good test. Doesn't look like it needs to be on a road. And we say non-working hours. That pretty much fixes it. And then we just say non-working hours. So during working hours, it would be on. During non-working hours, it's off. So you'd want it to be on during working hours. Or you just set your own time range. And then you just choose this. But then, of course, your small beavers don't get one. Each building? I mean, if you wanted to do that, I guess. But I don't think they take power if there's nobody in them. I could be wrong, though. I think I'd prefer to automate them individually. But maybe that's just me. But I guess, yeah, if you wanted to turn a whole section of your colony off during the day. Ooh, look at that. Do I have any? I don't have... We'll use regular ones. Are you not automated by log counter? I guess you're not. Do. I got pine resin going. Put you in here. You suddenly got extra ones there. Do. Alright. Let's find a builder and find out what they're actually building. Because I would like to know. Where'd he go? He just like disappeared. Ah, they're working on dynamite. Okay, well, that is something to work on for sure. Now what's he working on? Okay, power going across here. Pancakes, sausages, and salad? That is an odd combo. I will give you that. Very unexpected. Okay, I need to up the number of bots again. 145 to 155. Not much of a salad eater, but salad for breakfast sounds kind of weird. I mean, I'll have the banana for breakfast every once in a while, but not much for salads, but I don't think I'd have one for breakfast. Bit odd. But I suppose if that's what you like. How's water doing? Water's doing great. Also, why are you on top lake sensor? Shouldn't you be on water sensor? Water counter. Water counter. There. Let's see where guy. I don't know about that. I just don't like salads. I would like to like salads, but I definitely do not. Okay. We have actual logs coming in. All right, that's what we wanted to see. Anything over here? We'll take that out of there. We'll have to rebuild this in a second. I think I missed one, but that's okay. We missed a couple. It's all about the salad. Really? You really like the salad, huh? It is... I don't know. I just can't do a salad. I should do a salad. I'll put it this way. I would love to love salad, but I just don't. And I don't think I ever will. That. There we go. Get those in there. Now the question becomes, how do I irrigate this land? But I could just take a chute off of this river and come over here and get it. Not that big of a deal. In fact, do this, and then this. And let's say we want this here. Perfect. Instead of wasting all this land, what we'll do is this solid under here? Yeah, it is. We will, from here, that one, tunnel, out to about there. And that one, this one in the middle, can be a 2. Is that a taco? Is it a taco, not a salad? It's hard to tell. It's really small. And I'm old and have bad eyes, so... Oh, they're getting this stuff in. Which means I have to figure out a way to get power up here. Taco. Well, if it's not a taco, then what is it? Is it a pita? It is a pita. Oh. Got a bunch of those firework places up now. Get those in. And I want these to... Wait. Why are you... Brand Nutella in the fridge. Been there a while. It's turned into solid chocolate. It's formerly Nutella. We still have some gears to go. Okay. Are they working on this again? Not really. Are these all in? Yes, we have plenty of power. We're getting more and more logs. Now we just need to get them processed. But we've got more lumber mills than ever. Now, if I could just get them to finish this. Okay, good. Out here. Did they finish all of this? Is it out of range? Too far? Okay. Nope. Everything else seems to be turning, though. Okay. Now... Well, since they get rid of this, we can explode down that way. Formerly sufficiently legally distinct from Nutella to not be Nutella, but still looks and tastes like it. Ah, yes. No, those are always the good brands. What are you doing? Why are you walking on Oh, I really thought that guy was done for. And then, oops, I forgot to put a 2 there. Okay, so... Stairs, stairs. Get this channel figured out. Go. Logs and planks we got again. So they're starting work back on the recultivator. Good, good. We'll keep an eye and see what's going, what's not going. Blocks. What did it do? is you. Delete you. One of those goes in there. You don't need to be there. You do need to be there. How's water? Not terrible. You go up there. Bill's back in here. Fill valve. Well, actually, I don't need that, do I? I just need this. There we go. What are we up to on these? That's around the 400s. How are we doing on pine resin? Actually, not bad. That. Another one right by the lake here. Say chestnut trees till here. And then we cut everything above there. Oh, and then I also need one of you to replace the one I took out. Can I reach that? Yep. You. Go to there. Go to there. Oh. And then don't replant. Ones are that's chestnut, that's chestnut. So don't replant any of these. In fact, I'm just going to do this. Don't replant any of those. We do plant oaks here. How is the tunnel coming? As far as it can go. Alright. Paper is still low. Paper? Am I going to need paper? What do I need for the earth recultivator to be sent out? Do I need berries for that? Do. 500 extract, 500 paper. Okay. The extract is easy. In fact, how much of that do I have? I already have. It's just the paper. And you know what? Paper. Plenty of paper. Paper turns logs. Logs into paper. An entire log takes up, just gives you 2 paper, and that's it. Paper? Paper. Going out. Logs coming in. Okay. Wait, I put a maple syrup thing down here. That's not what I wanted. This is for pine resin. Going out. There we go. Can I automate this mine on scrap metal too? Nope. Scrap metal. Scrap metal. I think that's what the other one's automated on, scrap metal. Nope. Scrap metal. What's my scrap metal counter set up for? I'm fairly sure I have scrap metal. Yeah, there it is. Scrap metal. Scrap metal is over 4. What did I have? Scrap. Is that for this one for make metal blocks? Ah, yes. So we're going to need a second one of this. But this will be percent. This will be scrap metal over 90%. We'll just do that. Scrap metal greater than 90%. On. And then we'll just go down. And do scrap metal counter. Scrap metal over 90%. Is there scrap metal over 90%? Yes, yes it is. There we go. We're back up to 18 bots. Because we're not really needing that much. Except paper. I guess we could do some hauling. Toss in a hauler here. Hauler here. Did my weird mouse? Okay, there we go. Yep. And 10 of them. So this is just bots. Total populations, jobs, employed, unemployed, vacancies, total workers, healthy workers. So if I do bots. Jobs employed. See, you can't do bots unemployed, which seems weird. Seems like an oversight, maybe. You can definitely have unemployed bots. There also needs to be idle, or at least resource checks here. So that one can be for them. This one can be for bots. Get stuff moved around. Nope, not doing that. That's got to go. How's this going? Still going. How are you doing? That in there. We might get done with that part by the end of the evening. This is going to be questionable, but we'll see. Bots are all off. Power's good. Okay, I'm going to have to take this out for a second. I think that's a 2. Yeah, we got a drought, but it's not that big a deal. How's our water doing? It's alright. It's alright. You can do that. You can be unpaused. There we go. What is your height set to? 8'5". Potatoes. There we go. We shouldn't be out of potatoes anymore. Well-being high score of 57. I don't even have 100 beavers at the moment. Weather vane. Oh, okay. I need some weather vanes. Didn't know that was a... Oh, it is now a thing. There we go. That covers all the houses. Yep. Okay. What else do they need? Mud pit. Is that not what this is? Should have dirt. We have dirt. Here's dirt. Okay. Do. Okay, so that's the bottom. So now we just got to tunnel over to it. Nope. Yep, that should be fine. And we will do. Well, you used to be able to do that. I wonder. If I put 2 here for some extra power? Yeah. It won't let me. Okay, I won't ask. That's that. Do. Hoping this works. Oops, maybe 1 too deep, but that's okay. It should come over here and fill this up to the same point that this is filled up to. Maybe. That might have just been due to the pressure. Let's see if it dries back out. Yeah, that's what I thought. There we go. Okay, those are all connected. Okay. I have about every tree I think I can possibly get. Every spot I could possibly put a tree. And this is going up. We have some extras here. Yeah, sure, why not? Since this is connected in, that ought to keep this lake at least filled some of the time. Got water over here. What is it that we're low on? Potatoes. Even though we got 50 waiting around for us. And we have an entire farm full of them here. Can I prioritize those by haulers? So they came and got all the potatoes there. Extracts back on. 58 is off. It's been off for a bit. That's off. That's off. Automate. Mine resin counter. It's a drought. 21 day. I think we'll be alright. We're at 500, a quarter of the way through. I start gears, treated planks, and metal blocks. Gears, treated planks, and metal blocks. Gears coming in. Treated planks coming in. Metal blocks coming in. Okay. Well, that's fine. They don't have to be there. That saves them a little walking time. We'll see how fast they go through these. Whether I need to get a larger gear area or larger of all of them. I don't think I'll be able to take that one out, so we'll just let it grow. That's all good. Everything's looking pretty stable. We're getting more paper. $600. And production's not suffering too much. Books and punch cards. I don't think I have any storage for them anywhere, do I? No, not really. Can be for books. Books. Punch cards. There we go. That takes care of some of that. Now we should have plenty of reasons to get both. Planks are starting to catch up. Am I gonna need to switch this area with a plank area? Maybe. Treated plank area. There's the sound. Maybe next time we'll find some funnier sounds or something. I don't think I have too many clips, so I don't think I can use sounds from clips. Okay, those I just didn't mark for some reason. Change this whole area over if we have to. What's the ice guard or Rickroll? I don't want to get demonetized. That wouldn't be good. I don't know if they can get to that. We'll let them try. No, they can't. There. Not automate anything paper related. It's not like I have a ton of paper, but trees are starting to pop back up. Yeah, that's what we wanted to see. Oh, they're both moving. So this should keep these, keep this upper lake going. Out of this down here. Also, let's see if they have. Okay. Power. Let's get that in there. Well-being score of 59. Okay. Of 60. My problem is I just don't have enough beavers. I've all 70 beavers. I guess I could try and toss 30 more in. Well, if I get this built, we might try that in. But that's only if we get it before we end. Because I don't have anything to do with any more beavers. What buildings are unstaffed? Okay. You're a normal beaver. I don't have those cut right in the middle. Okay. Or any of these. Random empty tree spot. Logs. There we go. Start with 3 more of those. That. Still struggling a bit with maple syrup. We have some. Let's just go to 175. I don't know if these can crank out 175, but you never know. Maybe. That way I don't have to worry about it anymore. Nope, can't put anything in there. That's good. Hey, more trees. All right. Okay. Where's my plank counter at? Logs, scrap, planks. Okay, so they're at 90%. I should make it this. Okay. Planks can't make up their mind whether they're above or below 90%. Why don't we? No. Let's turn off this one. There we go. Now we just have to start making treated planks like crazy. 1,000 of those to make. Why is keeping this on? So it's either wheat or potatoes. It's definitely potatoes. Guys, you gotta come and get the potatoes. My hauler's hauling. When they come back the next day, somebody remind me. Hey! Well, thank you. How the beehives work. Oh, okay. Grab a drink here. Basically, what the beehives do is they will increase the rate at which crops grow around them. Now, it has to be on land crops. It used to work for the aqua crops, but I don't think it works for those anymore. And it doesn't work for trees or anything that's considered a tree, a plant, or a bush, or a tree or a bush. So none of those. Downside is for them is if your farmers are regular beavers and not the bots, they'll get bee stings, which will make them basically work slower if they have bee stings. But the bots can't be stung by bees, so if you have bots in your farm, then you get all the benefits without any of the downsides. Still not fixed the inebriate button. No, not yet. We don't really have one of those. So I try and keep them on the fields. If you put them where the bees will get on the path, the beavers can just walk through them and get stung. So I try and make it so that they don't overlap with any paths or anything. Here I kind of failed that, but I guess not enough regular beavers walk through here for it to matter. Hopefully that made sense. Automate. Load counter. Automate. Log counter. There you go. Did I set those to cut? No? Why'd they get cut down? Oh, no, they didn't get cut down. They just got replanted. There's that. Plenty of those. We're almost caught back up on logs. Turn those back off. Are you guys... Yep, you guys are off. Making gears. Well, that's good to know. So crops grow faster. Yeah, basically anywhere in this highlighted area, the crops grow, I think it's 30% faster. So, of course, more crops means more food. So you can get more food from a smaller area. Yes, there is an achievement for, I think a beaver getting a bee sting gives you an achievement called Not the Bees. Oh, that's tree. There we go. Look at all of that. It's actually staying somewhat working. Oh, I haven't got this completely set up yet. You know what? We're just going to do this. I might need to go that far. And then we'll just pause and watch as they try and make all of this. Here's definitely something I would like to see them somehow come up with a fix for. If I still had any lingering complaints with the game, this would be the only one, which is not bad. Pine trees are all grown, but we don't need any pine resin. Those can be paused. Time to get bees in my map. Kinda low on food. Yep. It does help. Just make sure you put bots in those farmhouses. Or else she'll be tending to bee stings all the time. Minor game performance. Yeah, well... Goods in you're playing on basically a step below a potato. You're playing on, like, a kiwi or something. Oh, look at that. About halfway through. I can make vodka from it? From a kiwi? Hey, 50%. All right. Do. I could. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might not be able to fit under all of that, but we're about to find out. Storage. There we go. We'll see how long that takes to make. Went to an internet cafe and tried to play it there on a recent computer. I couldn't get the game above 2 speed and couldn't build stuff while the game was running. Really? How many How many beavers does your colony have? Because I tried a 600 beaver just yesterday, and it ran really well, even on 3. 111 beavers, 333 bots. Huh. Strange. Planks. Yep. Map is Timberpunk. Yeah, maybe Timberpunk has got a ton of trees on it to try and calculate. Not sure then. Because I've had much better luck with 1.0 than I've had in past ones. Not to mention the automation is keeping my colony much smaller than I usually have. I think if I didn't have the automation, I'd probably have 2 to 3 times the number of beavers I normally have. Cut that tree. Okay. Only halfway through on those trees. Do you have a computer? Do you have a computer built from the automation gates? I figured that that would be possible eventually. Since they did it in Minecraft, you could probably do it here. I have no gears. I have no planks. I feel like the planks should be on. Planks. Planks. Where are you, planks? I'm fairly certain I built planks earlier. Plank counter. There it is. Okay. Whatever. You have 0 planks. Yes. I think I flipped the wrong greater than, less than sign there. I don't have that many trees either. How's my pine? Tempted to cut down some of my pine again. Just so we... so we don't need to worry too much about it. I'll do that. And then cut them down. I'll do this. Toss in. You're looking for a greater or... oh, okay. Yep. I just had it switched backwards. It happens. There we go. So we'll cut those down. Automate. By log counter. There we go. That's okay. We'll keep it going. Did I get a paper counter at any point? No. I don't think... yes, I did. Make sure that these are all set up for paper counters. It is. It's just I have a lot of storage for paper, it looks like. Automate. Paper counter. Paper counters. There we go. much paper do I have? Paper? Okay, I'm at 81%. That's not terrible. Timberbots again. Let's just make 200 of them. We'll see if this set of factories can do that. Where's my bad water? Oh, good question. So this map, it's a custom map, and it's got bad water sources hidden down here under the map. One of them I just blocked off, but the other one I tossed in my bad water rig. So that is what's pulling me in tons of bad water. You can't get much better than those bad water rigs. For that. Just paused. I want trees. Give me trees. Okay, that's good. Yeah, there's a little bit here. I didn't really plug this one properly, but in all honesty, it's fine. I'm going to finish the map before it makes too much difference. This whole cave down here at one time was filled with bad water. The entire thing. So I drilled a hole right here where they're coming down to get that bad water and sent bots all the way over here to let the bad water out, and then trapped the bad water here and built the bad water rig here. As you can see, this map has an extra special feature that I trapped over here. This is a negative water source, so it will actually absorb water very quickly if you don't block it off. Which, I gotta admit, I did not see that coming whenever I started the map. How is all this? This is good. These are good. What are we at here? Oh, not bad. Underground. It turned out pretty good. Plus, I like the fact that you can put large wind turbines underground. It doesn't have to make logical sense. Plus, all the trees here is pretty nice. Hopefully we get some logs back here in a second. It's like we're kind of cutting these down, but I'm going to turn this back off. And then turn off the cutting over here, because we are back good to go. And I really don't need either of these two on. Where are we at time-wise? We got another anywhere from 15 minutes to half hour left. We may get this in this time. We may just hang out until it's done. Let's pause a couple of these guys that are... Well, you should be that, but then we're going to pause it. What else? What else? You don't really need it. You are. You guys are Just so we can get a couple more people over in that factory. Those. Oh, now I have 9 people, of course. I mean, I could set those up for a relay and it would do it automatically for me, but it's okay. Oh, no. It can't make up its mind whether it's got 10 open or 10 not open. Alright, you've all been replanted, so we'll pause you. Our reverse waterfalls seem to be keeping things going pretty well. Excuse me. This all looks good. We're good here. Water is good. Food is good. Other than probably potatoes that just seem to refuse to stay full. Storage. What is this one? Scrap metal. Am I out of scrap metal? I'm a little low on scrap metal. Is my scrap metal not going? No, it's going. It's just low on treated planks because we're using all the treated planks up above. Understandable. Absolutely understandable. Yay, logs are going up. Planks are going up. Gears are hanging in there. Oh, we're done with the metal blocks. There we go. All right. So a third of this is complete. Treated planks. Catalyst. Potatoes. Let's get some haulers to bring them potatoes. Ooh. This was kind of a longer drought. The water's a little lower than usual. Switch a couple of these. Regular beavers. Do. You can definitely be a regular beaver. You can be a beaver. You can be a beaver. And you know what? Let's start heading for 100 beavers. Stuff those in there. That. Spiral. There we go. Ta-da. Oh. Beavers, and more beavers. Could even do another one there and connect them here. Okay. Do. We just need some decoration for them, right? They do love decoration. Do that there. This one here. And a light out front. There we go. It's like about 160 is about all my bot parts factories can really keep up with. Going out. We'll pause you for a minute. And pause you. There we go. Just down 10 bots. And really, if something finally catches up, like maybe paper, then we'll have plenty of spare bots. So, did this ever dry out? Yes, yes it did. Probably why we're having a bit of trouble with treated planks. We've got 2 mines going at once. Where are we at? Treated planks. I got 300 to go. And I make 8 a day times 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I make 88 a day. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Make 112 a day, and I need 300. Minus what I'm using for some of that, so it's what, like 4 in-game days? That's not terrible. What about the gears? How many of those am I making a day? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 8 is 72 a day, and I need 500. That's about 7 in-day games. In-game days, not in-day games. That would be weird. So we can try and wait to 7. 7 or 8. If the stream runs over, it's not a big deal. I'll have some recording to do tomorrow for the YouTube channel, but that's about it. Everything else seems to be... We're not needing metal blocks, so the scrap metal should catch up pretty quick. Can I do this? Decoration. Put you maybe here. Can I get one over here somewhere? We'll see. Maybe something like that. I didn't think about it, but I could probably... Got you there. Get a weather vane there. Scarecrow there. Get a statue over here. Statue. Let's look at this. I could put one there. Weather vane behind the house. And then I just need a shrub, a roof, a light, here we could do, there's a roof, there's a light. There's a shrub. Yes, can't get to it. Okay, take it out. Can you get to it now? No. Alright, well, do that. Anything? No, that should cover just about everything. Too far from a what? Oh, I see. I see. We'll have to do this. Then they can get up there, build that, and they're good to go. I am down 20? Why am I down so many? Do I need gears for this? Ugh, gears. Yeah, gears is rough. All blocks are done. Gears. We're getting the treated planks. We just... Okay. I'm not really building that much. Where's this guy? Okay. Well, we'll turn these back on, I guess. Just so we can keep... Paper went off. Good. Well, those are all sitting idle. I don't much like that. Must not be getting enough power. Well, if I can hook it into this. If I can remember to finish these. Do that one next. Game days. Yeah. I'm not sure where all my bots just disappeared to. Oh, it's probably because some of them are trying to fill these things. There's no water there. Something turned off and then something else turned back on, because the number went up and then back down and then up and then back down. It wasn't quite sure what it was doing. So that turned off. That's okay. The water will be back in time for that to come back. This is lower than I've seen it in quite a while. That was a good drought. One treated plank. Alright, where can I take bots from? Are there any bots that are just sitting around? That one's kind of needed there. There are bots here that are just kind of sitting around. You're kind of sitting around. You're sitting around. That one's off. This... Nope, they're still working. You're not a bot. Oh, alright. I'm almost done with treated planks. So then I can switch all of these out to gear places. Yay, the drought ends. Cycle 40. Got logs. I'll leave these running over here. In fact, I'll leave these and these running, but replace all these with gear factories. Once they finish the treated planks, I don't think they need treated planks for that. Earth 3... Let's find out real quick. Nope, I just need 500 paper and 500 extract. So once it's done, it's pretty much done. So now we just got to focus on gears. So we'll rebuild these. Wood into gear factories, please. If I were to fill that in, could I... Well, I could go at least that far with them. And I really don't need this road. What's in here? Don't need those. That can go. High priority. Nope. All right. That'll have to do. Automate. Get our gear counter in there. Well, hello. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for the raid. We're finishing up our colony, or we're trying to. How are you doing this evening? We're so close to the end. Way further. 2 days ago. Well, are you liking it so far, then? That's the important thing. Good, good. It's a good game. I play a lot of it. A whole lot of it. So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But otherwise, relax, enjoy yourselves. We've been talking a little bit about game mechanics, things that we'd like to see, how the automation works, the fact that I'm terrible at math. It's all about the same. With the full game release, that's a good time to do it. I mean, there's some cool stuff before release, but I could not blame you for waiting for full. There was a lot of jarring changes in some of them. Automation yet? Yeah, this is the fun automation area. That's math. Goods, and that's math. It's some kind of math. Greater than, less than. Oh, I even have the API adapters set up. It took me a bit to figure these out, though. Somebody in chat want to show them what the API adapters do? There's an API. There is an API. There you go. You'll probably get it faster than I did. But I have chat commands that actually can control stuff. See, I was QA, software QA for a long time, so I only did a little bit of automation and a little bit with APIs. Let me see if I can find the commands real quick. If you want to try them out. Anybody can type those in chat, and it controls things in game for you. Light on. Where's the light for that? That's this one. So if you light on, it turns that light on. Of course, light off turns that light off. You have to give it a second. There it goes. So, it is fancy. It's pretty neat. It just took me a minute to figure it out. One of these days I'll make a short on how to do it, but have not got to it yet. But if you're a programmer, I'm sure you can figure it out. So many gears. We've got the gears. Everything's done. We're just waiting on them to build what we need to build. It takes them a couple days. Figure out how not to starve my colony to death. That's a good first step. It's a good start. It's a really good start. You gotta... As long as you got the basics, you're set to go. Most important's water, then food, and then lumber. Everything else is just fancy. Oh, look at that. They finally cut down that tree. You'll get it, though. I'm sure you'll do really cool things with the automation. I need 2 more houses, though, looks like, to get that 100 beavers for the achievement. We'll toss one there. That should still mostly be in range. Now I just got to... Aha! We'll toss one here. There's the drought. Don't forget to make more beavers. I'm slowly learning. I also thought they could eat dandelions. Ah! No, they don't care to eat them. They just, they make medicine out of them. I think that's the only thing they do with them, which is kind of a shame, if you ask me. It'd be nice if they did something else with them, too. Now, you can get mods, though, that add those to various things. Hello! How are you doing? I'm so confused because I've eaten dandelions. You know, I've heard of that. I've never ate one myself. I've got the dandelion juice in my mouth, and it was terrible enough. I didn't... It was not my thing. How's it going, Zala? We're just trying to finish up this colony. It looks like we're 95% of the way through building the final monument here, and then they just have to fill it up with the stuff. So I figured beavers would eat them. They might actually eat them in real life. I'm not sure. Does anybody know? I mean, a beaver seems like a kind of animal that would eat just about anything that's around. Anything organic. They're not like a goat that would literally eat anything. But as long as it looked edible, I bet a beaver would eat it. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. They do chew through trees. For the fun of it. I wonder why you would want to automate this. Weird. Oh yeah, 10, 15. Yeah. We'll just hold out until this earth recultivator is done. I don't mind. New well-being high score, 61. Alright. I have 100 beavers. Eat the green parts of trees. Fresh shoots and branches. Yeah, it's fair. Goods in what was the... They just have to be above 55, right? For 24 hours, 100 beavers. We'll see if we can get that too. We'll see what happens first. The earth recultivator is done. Oh, look at that. The building's up. What does boom do? Try it out. Speaking of eating. Oh, okay, well, have a nice meal. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the raid. And hope you enjoy the game. It's great to meet you, too. Fireworks. Oh, there's the sound. I am gonna have to find a better sound. Light on. Goods and turn the light on. Gate up. The gate is up. I'm only giving you control of that one. You can't flood my whole colony. Look at that. They're already halfway done with filling that thing up. Let's save before the launch, too. Tricky Lake. Just in case. You never know. Uh-oh. Did we lose YouTube for a second? No, it still says we're there. OBS might have just freaked out. All right. All right, we'll just wait for this before we call it a night. Did I forget to cut those trees? No, they just haven't got to cutting them yet. You really made this map green. I never did finish this. Are those set to cut? Yeah, those are set to cut. You're in range. We'll unmark this one so they can already be on their way. That one's good. And we can probably take these out as well. Oh, I hear fireworks. Am I not seeing the YouTube chat? Oh, there. There you go. My OBS, for some reason, just went weird on me. YouTube. Okay, well, we'll just put YouTube up there and I can see that. There we go. Isn't it neat? I love that fact. Let's finish this last project before we send everything to space. Or explode in pollen, I guess. Don't you trap that guy in there. There we go. Oh, I don't need to pause these anymore, do I? There we go. That'll fill this lake back up. Now we don't have to ever worry about that again. Then again, don't really have to worry about too much. Right as the drought started. Build more of those. I did build a bunch of them. I mean, you can change the colors. Comet white. How about palm blue? We'll change them real quick. I think I just copied everything. How about a pink? This one. Gold. Where else do I have them? Willow. Sparks. That one's a fish. What's this? Oh, neat. All right. Let's set this off, and then we can set more of the fireworks off. Let's launch it. There we go. Look at them go. Wonder completed folktales. 944 days, 744 beavers. Tails painted 2,000. Trees cut 67,000. No deaths to dynamite, luckily. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That one was a nice one. That turned out great. What a nice colony. It was a great map. So, don't forget, if you want to try the map, go download it from the workshop. But I think that's where we're going to call it for the evening. So, I should be back on Tuesday and Wednesday over on Twitch. I'll be back here Saturday. Probably new colony, new map. And let's see. Oh, there's Kudzen. We're going to have to find a better sound. My Let's Play should continue on YouTube. And I think that's about it. Let's see who's over on Twitch here. Do. Oh, no. Let's go see Kinder. Kinder was the one that made this map, so tell her how awesome it was. We're gonna start the raid over there. It looks like she's playing some Minecraft. So, as always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you next time. Bye!